Oh shit. Hey,
Hey, you know what it is, y'all. Savage
hey,
AF time.
yeah.
We'll let the people build up, get back up in here. Hip Breezy JJ's on the dot. Look at her. Gold star for Breezy's. We love you. Savage AF, you know what it is. Black Pedro, comedian.
Yeah, Shang.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. We're here Monday through Friday, unless it was yesterday, which we didn't. Okay, so we didn't go all the way through. So what? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's all good.
but
You
Savage
got
AF,
shows you need to catch up on, anyways. I'm
right?
sure.
You need to check out the YouTube page, and you need to subscribe to the YouTube page. But we're gonna wait till some people get in here. But we need you to
K, I
subscribe.
see you.
It's
Wendy
Johnny,
in the building.
we got people already in the building. God damn,
Appreciate y'all,
James.
So,
We like y'all. You know what? I want y'all to know we like you. We like you. And if you ever in a bar fight, we'd watch you get your ass kicked, but we would be rooting for you. Like,
I'd be yelling for you, like, no, watch it. There's another one behind you.
Right. Get up,
no.
Girl. Get
up. No, wake up.
Yeah.
Just words of encouragement. Yeah.
Don't let him beat you like that. Why you let him beat
Jamani
you like
Jones, I see you. Queen V in the building.
Why you let him beat
Gibson. Don't let him lay hands on you. Keep duck. Bob and weave. Savage AF, y'all. We're here Monday through Friday. Mondays and Fridays, typically, we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, typically, we're on 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There you go.
Right.
Upside down, let's go. Savage AF, y'all. You know what we are. We are in the building here. It's talking these politics in an I don't give a fuck kind of style. Fuck your feelings is our motto. Facts do matter. You know what we do, y'all.
And also make sure you do me a favor. I don't want you to just do Pedro this favor. I want you to do me a favor. And if you don't do us this favor, you're not a good person. Let's be real. Let's get into the psyche of why you would be this type of person that would not only tell your friends to subscribe to the channel, but you yourself need to look deep inside of what's wrong with you. If you don't go down to the page and ring the bell, fuckers.
Got to hear that sound, man. You know what it is, man. Yeah, and that's how you stay up with the show if you miss us live on the YouTube page. Let me go ahead and flash that for them real quick. Just so you guys know the URL for the YouTube page. It's right there for you guys. Bam, youtube.com/lowercase c/SavageAF World, all one word. Yes. Get it in, y'all. Get them archived episodes, the video live. But if you don't get your video on, maybe you're out there on the road again. And you got to listen audibly, right? Through your ears, because that's how audibly happens. Then you would, you can find us wherever you find your podcast: iTunes, Google Play, Slacker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify. SoundCloud, yeah, girl.
Hey. Wow, did you hear the way he brought the note? He brought the note all the way down to the ground.
Crescendo. Decrescendo.
It was up and down.
But
and also the people that if you go to the page and you don't click the like button, I don't know what the fuck else we got to say to you. Click that fucking like button. All right.
Facebook.
Yeah, and you go to the Facebook and add us to Savage AF. Don't be a prick, okay?
Don't be that dude.
Yeah, don't be that dude.
Thank you, Wendy. I didn't really warm up the vocals today, but I appreciate the words of encouragement. I know Queen B is a vocal hater of mine. She often throws tomatoes when I get my sang on, but it's all good. Lady Hazel May, I see you. You know what it is, y'all. Savage AF. Make sure you follow us on Instagram as well. We got to get this business out the way before we get down to it. You see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen at Savage AF Radio on IG.
You know what? We'll do the other things at the end with the thing, with the albums and the music and the comedy and the variety and the juggling and the thing. But for now, what we really need you to do is, if you haven't followed us on the gram, do it now. At Black Pedro, at Black Pedro, stepping in, ain't no Stepping.
Ain't no half following. At Comedian Shang. Do that too. Follow all the way through.
Right. Follow me on the page. And yo, last night I did a show and I end up with this girl at the hotel and she brought her family. And God, yeah, she wasn't that attractive, but goddamn, the way her family, her whole family. I mean, and luckily it was all women. So I don't want you to. That would be weird if Dad's sitting there watching you gut out his wife and his mom. But
wow,
I like the fact. Yeah, damn, that went from 0 to 60.
That went, yeah.
That got graphic. But make sure that you tell your friends that are up in the Bay. Hold on, I gotta tell you. Thank you guys for coming out to Tommy T's. We had one sold out show. The other show was half sold out. So thank you so much for coming out to Tommy T's in Pleasanton, California last night. Shout out to Jay Rich. Shout out to Lance Woods. Shout out to Shay Sugar and the whole cast from Harlem Nights who came to the show.
Don't take this ass whooping personally.
Yeah. So, by the way, very, very funny movie. The scene with Della Reese. If you haven't seen it, you've missed that. I want to see. Oh, you hit like a bitch. But make sure you do that. Thank you guys so much. And I when I come back up there, me and Pedro are gonna be doing the show. Cause after last night, the motherfucker hurt and I put on those bitches last night. They gonna listen to everything I say. I'm bringing the whole crew of the Savage AF posse up to the Bay. All right, so Pamela Knox, who likes to be smacked on the ass with a spatula. Yeah.
That's why they call her Flapjack. Okay.
Yeah, she likes that type of shit. And we got a lot of people in the house. When I see some new people, we're gonna ring a bell. In fact, we're gonna start getting more effects and some stuff I did research on. So the show is gonna be stepping up its graphics immensely in a heartbeat. So you're gonna see in a minute. So the other thing is we'll do the selling thing at the end. But there's this young man that got something to tell you about some kind of run. I got the runs. Yeah, man. Was it the runs?
No, it's the daily run up. No.
Oh, it's the run up. It's not that I got the runs. I get
a lot of fiber in my diet, so I'm pretty regular.
Yeah.
Shane, check. I don't know. Check maybe your mic cord or something. We're getting some popping sound. Are you hearing a pop sound every now and then?
No,
I'm hearing a little bit. All right. Well, let's see. Technical difficulties. Just stick with us, y'all. All right, man. So Savage AF, you know what we do, man. It's good now. I can't hear you now. Hello? Try it again, Shane. Nope. Shit, I lost you. Damn. Jump off, jump back in. I've read lips. I'm lip reading out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? No secrets around me. Okay, girl, I'm all up in your grill. What's up? Savage AF, Black Pedro, Comedian Shang will be right back. But as we get into it, I see him popping into the room. There you go. Back at it. All right, so we're gonna end today with a SHANGRY, of course. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little bitches, 4 little Republican whores. It's gonna be a bedtime nightcap for all the kids. Gather around, story time. But before that, Black Pedro popping today. Pamela Knox, I see you said you ain't got no drink today. Well, I got one for you. I got a recipe that's gonna get you ready for it. All right.
Wait a minute. Why are people in our feed so venomous? Why I look like I'm in cry? What are you trying to say?
What?
I do look like one of the dudes runs out, and then I get beat up first, and then the motherfucker grab my arm and then beat it up my ass. It's just sad. But so I'm sorry, kid.
Before my pop in today, we're gonna talk about blowing up and ask, do we really understand the inflation game? Do y'all know what's going on? But before we get into that, sick with it, y'all. As in, more people have died from COVID-19 in 2021 already than in all of 2020. I'm gonna say it again, but later when we get to it. But before we get into that, Savage AF, it is a Friday. It is June 11th, I believe, 2021. Black Pedro, Comedian Shang, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Is somebody out here trying to earn a Merrick badge? You see what I did? A Merrick badge.
I get it.
AG Garland, Merrick Garland, I'm sorry. he's continued, or he's decided to continue the Justice Department's defense of Trump in his anti-defamation case. And at this point, I'm starting to wonder, like, are they being too nice? Are they being like Biden, the AG, like, you know, I think a lot of us are questioning, like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? Like, why is the Department of Justice? This is obviously a decision made under William Barr, his tenure as AG, to defend Trump. So for those who don't know, there's a woman who accused Donald Trump of rape at a department store back in the day. And when she came public with it, Trump called her a liar. So this case isn't even about the actual incident, or whether it happened or not. This is a defamation case in which he's called her a liar, and she's suing for that, right? Like, she's like, no, I'm telling the truth. So calling me a liar in public like that is defaming my name. So that's what this case is about. And the Department of Justice decided under Bill Barr to defend Trump, you know, as if they're fucking Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe attorneys at law here to defend. But, you know, their decision was that they were going to defend the office of the presidency, even though this happened before Trump became president, right? Like, this wasn't during his, he was John Q. Public at that point. So it is even to me a bit confusing as to why that AG Garland would continue with that decision and not let him go find another Giuliani.
I know why.
Drippy hair ass lawyer.
I know why.
What's up?
White people. Come on, man. There ain't no fucking. What is the other? Yeah, it ain't the law.
That's not a reason. That's not a reason.
That sounds good though. It sounds good though. I mean, come on, don't judge me.
Okay,
man.
so there is this argument that, you know, Merrick Garland can't just reverse everything that was done under a Trump AG, you know, Department of Justice. Like, it kind of doesn't look good, and, you know, it's not it becomes these totalitarian moves and things like that. So I could understand moving with caution in some ways, but I don't see how the Department of Justice has any obligation to be representing Trump, or even any duty, as he wasn't in office when it occurred.
Okay, but the way that Merrick is acting right now, he's just acting like he's acting like Barr to me. He's letting things slide. He's not going hard in the paint. I mean, the New York prosecutors are going harder in the paint than Merrick is, and Merrick is supposed to be the people's fucking lawyer. He's supposed to be the people's, AG, and he's just not. And you know who he's acting like? He's acting like this Merrick, which was actually the name of the Elephant Man.
Oh wow! So, well, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. You said that's a lot.
I thought he was a good guy.
No, he looks like a nice guy, like he'd adjust your glasses, or he looks like a cobbler, like the motherfucker used to fix shoes. For the people who don't know who cobblers are, not pie. I think that what he's doing is wrong. When I first saw it on CNN, and I saw what's my man's name? New York, what's his name? Where he says, "Let's get after it." What's his name? You do know him. He got his brother's the mayor, New York.
Are you Chris Cuomo?
Chris Cuomo. He's like Chris Cuomo did a whole thing. His brother's
the governor.
Governor. Yeah. Let me tell you something. He went in on him, and he should have. This motherfucker is acting like, hey, I don't want to look political. I don't want to look biased, but you got to look like you're doing something with the law. It's not if he's doing something wrong. It's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about motherfucker, that's wrong. And that's the name of my new song too, about a motherfucker that's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, it does bewilder me. Like I don't see the argument that they're, defending the office of the presidency. This wasn't a president who did these things at the time. And maybe he was president when he called her a liar. I'm not sure, but either way, that's his business. That's his own rapey business that some personal attorney that he should be paying for, and not the taxpayers, should be defending him in this case, and not us at all.
Well, to what extent would you say he's defending him?
Well, not Garland personally, but the Department of Justice will be representing Donald Trump as his defense attorneys in this defamation case. Now, this was something initiated under William Barr, but Garland has decided to not reverse it, basically continue with that decision. And that's a line for me where I'm like, no, man, let him defend his own defamation, mouth running ass. You know what I mean? Like, nobody gives a fuck.
Pay for your own lawyer. Go in there with your horrible fucking choice in lawyers, and
he doesn't even pay for lawyers.
Right. Right, exactly. And take it to the face like a fucking champ, or let them grab you by the balls like you're trying to grab women by the pussy. And the situation they're talking about where they said it was rape, she went in to change clothes. The motherfucker followed her in there like the rape he is, and tried to, feel her up and touch her and do things she didn't want to do. So fuck her.
And by the way,
not fuck her, fuck him.
Yeah. Trumpty Dumpty's defense for himself was, she's not my type, which suggests that he does have a type he would rape in a dressing room. It's just not.
But
her.
why would he even? It's like, why does it? He always gets off. I don't mean that sounds bad.
Hey, so wait. Here's the thing. Pamela Knox is asking, why is Biden allowing this? And so that's where I think all of these cautious, soft-footed moves are meant to, distinguish themselves from the previous administration, in that it's not the White House that's telling the DOJ who to prosecute and what to look into and what enemies to look after. So they're so worried about not looking like that, that they're actually
letting people get away with murder,
pushing some weird agendas and following along some weird footpath, pathways that were laid out before them, when they could just you could step off this defense of Trump trail and let him handle that shit on his own, right? Like, there's no reason for us as taxpayers to be funding that at all, right? So that's just how I feel.
Well, the taxpayers, if that's the case, why don't y'all taxpayers fund the $7,000 I got to pay to get some things removed so I can get a gun? Yeah.
You might have to handle that on your own too, Shane.
Okay,
sorry,
yeah, I know. You're right, man. All
right. No, but
I figured I'd give it a shot, throw it out there.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, closed mouth don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? That's what
exactly.
GoFundMe is for. That's what GoFundMe is.
Exactly. So I'm going to start a GoFundMe. Help Shane get a gun.
Go gun me. Go gun me.
Yeah, go gun me. And if I get a gun, I promise I'll shoot any motherfucker y'all ask me to. If you just send $5.95.
Can't say that.
Can't say that. All right, $5.95. For every person that donates $5.95, you will help me get a gun and shoot people in the ass.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah. Savage AF, y'all. Maybe Shang is suffering from some kind of symptom there that has caused him to say wild things. But speaking of suffering from symptoms, man, believe it or not, the earth is sick with it. More people have died from COVID-19 this year in 2021 alone than in all of 2020. Now, when we say all of 2020, maybe like February, March, this became sort of like, we became aware of it. So, maybe out of 8-9 months last year, we had this death toll that was piling up. But in the 6 months of this year, or 5.5,
Pedro, say again. You went electronica.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that there was probably like 8 to 9 months worth of COVID last year. You know what I mean? That we were aware of and tracking. And then in the 5.5, almost 6 months of this year, we've more people have died than died last year in those 9 months. So
right.
And don't freak out, guys. Of course, we mean globally, right? Like, but that's just going to show that, okay, America, we're doing well. We're about to open back up and everything's back to normal. We're licking things and coughing and spitting everywhere. The rest of the world is not. And, places like Brazil, Peru, India, these places are reeling, you know what I mean? And like going through it.
But out of all three of them, India for a minute there was absolutely positively the champ of COVID. I mean, they really were getting hit hard. So it was sad. They were burning people in the streets.
Peru just recently released a new death toll based on some recalculations, and they became.
Say again. We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, Peru became. Peru did some recounting of their death tolls, and they ended up with way more dead from COVID than had previously been accounted for. and they took over as like the highest deaths per capita. You know, it's something in the hundreds of thousands, but when you compare that to their total population, like largest number of deaths per capita in the world. So, yeah, I don't know what it is, man. But for those who think it's over, it might be in our neighborhood or in our town or even in our country almost. But globally, this shit is still going down.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, if you haven't vaccinated, but you're still thinking about traveling and things like that, like, I don't even know if that's possible, but it also, I don't think would be wise, as there are so many places where this thing is like really still out of control.
Especially overseas. Overseas, if you look at the situation overseas in a lot of locations overseas, it's going buck wild. Especially, I didn't know Peru had recounted, but I know India, I saw some footage that they literally had bodies in the street.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I mean bodies in the street. So you know, everybody wants to, you know, the 15th, we want to rush out. We want to make sure that we start, you know, like Pedro said, hey man, you know what? It's been a year and a half and I haven't licked a pole. And I'm not
a pole licker either.
And for you ladies, if you haven't licked a pole, you should.
Yeah.
But okay, that was another sex joke. Oh, God damn it, man. Write something else, Shane.
Prince of Crenshaw says it's crazy how people think the pandemic is over, man. I see you out there, JRAMYC. We see you as well. Yeah, you know, this was just your daily friendly Savage AF reminder that niggers are dying out there, guys, all over the world. Maybe you don't see it in your neighborhood or your hospital or your school or your community, but it's going down. And many people are still fucking dying. More people already this year have died from it than died all of last year. So,
what's up, Valerie Barber?
We see y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's keep that in mind. That it's not over. Queen Bee mentioned something about a new virus in the South. I don't even know. Right? I ain't even up on it.
Yeah,
I'm still washing my hands. I'm still sanitizing and all that. Like, you know, let's not drop these habits.
Yeah, there's a new strain that was coming out of a combination of the London strain and actually Korea, or it was either Korea or Vietnam. I'm sure which one it was. And it was a strain that was a combination of both, but it was more deadly to people that weren't vaccinated. And I'm not trying to scare people into, well, you should go get vaccinated. What are you thinking? But the people who have been vaccinated had more of a resistance. They still got sick, but it wasn't deadly. Whereas in people that wasn't vaccinated, overseas at least, that got sick, it was a wrap. So it's something to think about, because we've done this 2 times: grand opening, grand closing. You know, where America was like, yo, we good. And then a bunch of bikers went up to Iowa and said, whatever, we're going to spit in each other's mouths until we can really have our own freedom. Open your mouth, Clem. Shut up, Clarice. Open your mouth. And then you see what happened. So
JRAMYC says, so there are segregated viruses. Yeah, it's not that there's it's probably just where they found it, and I'm sure, you know, it'll get on up out that South just as quickly as it wants to, baby. Don't worry.
Queen Bee, it was on CNN this morning. Dr. Gupta was explaining it.
Sanjay Gupta. Well, there you go. That's what it is, y'all. So, you know, more and more people are dying this year than died last year of COVID, and it seems we've got a new upper respiratory virus that's developed in the South of America, and you know, people are traveling in and out of there. People love Florida now, right? Can't wait to get in and out of Miami and Palm Beach and whatever. Okay, all right, well, have your fun, guys. Do what you do.
I know that if somebody calls me for a booking down there, I'll be like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm not gonna rock out with that. But California actually turned around majorly. But
hey,
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just looking at the comments you put up. Sorry, Jim Eaton. He lost 4 friends from COVID. One 2 weeks ago who was anti-vax and anti-mask, man. Yeah, so all of these things are really preventable, guys. Like, there's really a lot of ways for us to prevent a lot of this death that has happened locally, globally, you know, all of that. So just stay wise in these times, you know. Stay wise or stay cautious.
And
If you can't be wise, at least be cautious. Jesus.
I don't want y'all to think my cough is from COVID. Don't even start that shit with me. I coughed and the motherfuckers, hey, COVID man. It's like, no, COVID man. No, I'm not. Yo, man, stop that shit.
Good? All right, my bad.
Stop it. You was around
I'm
me
vaccinated.
Tuesday.
I'm vaccinated.
See this nigga acting like this? We was hanging out Wednesday. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I'll be out here. I be out here in these streets.
He be out here in these streets. But what, in other words, people, it's not over. Still take some of the things that we started, like I still have sanitizer. I still got my mask. In fact, I got another new mask, which is dope. I got a Bane mask because I thought it looked cool.
Citizens of Gotham.
Yes. I mean, it looks like the Bane, like, and when you will finally succeed to me, you will. And so I got that just because I thought it was funny, and I'm gonna wear it to my next gig.
Gig it out, bro. Gig it out.
Yeah.
All right, man. Speaking of gigs, we all got one so that we can make a little thing. But the question is, what are we really doing with our money right now? What's going on with that? Right now, inflation is a sort of big thing for those who are following the economy, right? I don't know if you've noticed, but a few things we've talked about it: gas, meat, other products that have gone up, have become more expensive recently. And over time, many Americans will start to feel that crunch their monthly, annual, daily budgets, just in terms of lifestyle and trying to provide for their family. And inflation is one of the main reasons, like, I've been on an investment kick myself, is like trying to give my money a chance to beat inflation. I keep going back and forth with my mom. God rest her soul. She is very hard to raise, a stubborn woman. Keeps telling me to make sure you keep a
wait. God rest her soul sounds so.
Did I say rest her soul?
You said rest her soul. Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, please, dude.
Save her soul. Whatever.
Oh God. Please.
She gotta trust me. She gonna go when she go. We love moms, but so it's but she keeps being. She's on this kick about make sure you just save some money away, put a little something on. And I'm like, no, you know why? Because you put $100 away and you save it for 10 years in your sock drawer, and guess what? It's now worth $43. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how money works and inflation works, right? Is that, think about $5 and what it used to get you in McDonald's in the 80s, right? Just as an example, like when the value meals came out and they were like $2.99, right? $3.17 based on the Michigan sales tax. When I was back home, you could get a Big Mac meal for $3.17.
Right.
Same Big Mac, same meal now, $52, right? Like even McDonald's has gotten more expensive. So your $5 at McDonald's is no longer worth what it used to be 20 years ago, right? 30 years ago even, right? So
Pedro, couldn't hear you. You went electronica again. Sorry. I'm done.
Well,
I'm just like,
log on to the YouTube page. I think other people can hear me, but I'm just saying $5 ain't what it used to be many years ago, right? You go try and spend $5 at McDonald's now, it won't get you as much as it got you in the 80s or 90s, right? Okay. So that's inflation for you right there. So just putting your money away off to the side, even in a savings account, I'm not gonna say it's absolutely useless, but those interest rates on your savings on your accounts aren't gonna beat the inflation rates of American society. So it's one of those things where, like, I'm hoping people are if they don't come to understand how inflation is always going to beat your money if you just have your money sitting still, like in a sock drawer or even in a savings account. It's going to be hard for it to make money above inflation.
I'm going to speak on how Pedro is a risk taker, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to throw my money at crypto and I'm going to throw it at this. I, on the other hand, am Mr. Safety, and I will invest in companies that I really don't believe in as just a human being, because I feel like the safe bet, and you go with the safe stocks, and you go with the ones that you won't get a huge bump up, but you get somewhat of a bump up. Because I'm so afraid that what happened with Elon Musk, where it dipped so drastically, if I take a hit like that, I'm like, because I couldn't take it, then I'm going to end up going out in the streets and robbing people. again. So I just want to kind of leave that life behind, behind me.
Turn it around.
I'm trying to pat myself on the back and not go out and put a gun to somebody's face and say, "Get up off your money, motherfucker! I wish you would move. Don't move, nigga." I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But I will.
Again.
I will though. And Pamela Knox, I knocks you right over. I don't give a fuck. Okay, wow. I will Robbie Breezy JJ. It'll be Breezy J because one of the J's I'm taking. Damani Jones, you cool.
Coochie Damas suggests buying and selling coochie. Pimping ain't easy, but it has been around for a while. So,
but what are the stocks on pussy though? Come on, let's be real. In fact, I'm not sure
it's traded on the open market, but yeah, it's definitely.
You know what, Coochie Damas? Since you said that, now I got to look it up. I don't want to look it up, but I'm gonna have to. What?
But yeah, guys, just want to dime that out there because inflation it's an issue right now, right? Prices are going up on products, produce, things like that. Shit you need, kind of important things. And as we watch that happen, it's like make sure you're trying to do something so that your money is outpacing inflation, so that you can beat this game before it beats you. Because it's definitely set up to beat most people down, right? Most people in this economy are meant to stay below a certain line of poverty.
Poverty. So, but that's how the elites win. But at the same time, Coochie Damas said that buy and sell pussy. I looked it up. Pussy's still selling pretty well. A lot of people like pussy, and pussy's a good thing. Just letting you know.
Some people are allergic to it a lot, but
some people are allergic to it. Those would be homosexual men, and they're allergic to ooh.
And also people with allergies. People with allergies too.
People with allergies.
Based on the image I'm seeing on the screen, I would say.
Oh wait,
that would be more
that was the wrong one. I got the wrong pussy. I'm sorry. When you put in stock for pussy, a bunch of pussies came up. So no, I think that you're right, but I think that you should definitely tiptoe your way through the shit because I've seen people take hits and then they literally are ass out and asking me, can they crash on my couch? Because they've, fuck it, Robbie Perone.
Right.
Did I say that name out loud? Where he had some, misfortune, and then, he bounced back though. He definitely bounced back big time. But it's tough on people, and you got to you went into the crypto market, and even you lost. So imagine
who lost? Now hold on now. No. See, here's the thing. Like, I haven't thrown silly amounts of money at crypto, like nothing crazy. Or at least for my budget, and I think Yanni Kisar said the thing with investment is that you have to invest a sum you're willing to lose, and that's something I mentioned too. It's not that I'm willing to lose it; it's just that it's not money I'm living off of right now, anyways. So just let it do what it do. So actually, I'm up on my crypto investments overall still. It's just that I was up more. It took a dip back. I don't plan on pulling money out of this thing daily, monthly, or anything like that. So I'm watching it rubber band back and forth, buying dips on certain ones, based on either research or just hunches or feelings, admittedly, I don't have all of the data in front of me, but that being said, it's not money I'm living off of daily. So let it sit there and do what it do. But overall, I have not lost. I'm still up. You know what I mean? Like I've more money than I've put in, and I'll take that all fucking day. Like, and some people are like, oh, but it's only this amount of money. It's only $50. I was like, that's 50 more than I had, or maybe it's like 10% gain or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just trying to look at the gains as gains. Like,
well, you know what? Here on Savage AF, we're not above having a retraction. So I'm going to take a retraction right now.
Back on them reins.
Okay, listen. I was out of line for saying that Black Pedro lost on his crypto, and I want to take that back. Actually, he's up, and I think, you know what? Fuck it. I think we all should give him a hand. I think we all should give him a hand because he's the one that's telling people, I'm trying to get some people hip to what you got to do. But I still agree with Kuchadamas that if we all start dipping into the pussy fucking stocks, we will do really well. Because, you know, those pussies need a home. Okay. We don't want pussies just roaming the street. We want pussies.
Would be the perfect.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome, kids. Take that home with you. All right.
But yeah, because, you know, you've seen that when you're walking down the street and you see a random pussy next to a garbage can and you go, you know what? If I only would have invested in that pussy, that pussy would be not as all mangled and ratty. That pussy would be
howling at the moon and shit.
Right. That pussy would be sitting on the couch next to you purring. So yeah, I think I've worn that pussy metaphor out and I'm gonna stop now.
That's all good, bro. Well, you know, speaking of blowing up, it's about that time, y'all. We're gonna move through the show.
Yep.
You know how we do it. And as we move through it, we do it a little something like the
hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. All right, guys. So Pamela Knox earlier, I'm gonna single you out on this one. I saw you say you ain't have no drink today. Like you was out of drink. When you do get some, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little recipe. It's not mine. This comes from Sugar Free. You know, Rose with DJ Quick and Yum.
Yeah.
Hendricks and Grapefruit. Actually, you want to squeeze some fresh lime in there as well. I left that out of there. Hendricks, Grapefruit, and lime. Okay. This drink is called a Stay Ready. Why? Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, girl. Okay, so make sure you have your drink ready next time. It's not like you don't know when the show is, but I'd like to offer that recipe to everybody, which isn't to say you should start drinking gin on a daily basis. That's, you know, probably your doctor's going to disagree with me or whatever. But the recipe, the philosophy behind that drink, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, is a thing that I think we all need to take into our lives and apply it to our spiritual selves. You know, sometimes we're going into tough situations that might be stressful to us. You know, make sure you take that time to prepare yourself emotionally for those times as best you can. Let's do it financially, like I was saying, right? Let's beat this inflation game. Get your money right. You know, and to get it working for you so that you're not just working for it. And then stay ready mentally, guys. You know, stay ready physically in your home. Have a plan. I'm not even talking about war. House catch fire. How the fuck we getting out of here? You know what I mean? Things like that, right? Like just the simple life thing might sound crazy, but the more you prepare yourself in life, the more you stay ready, the less off guard you are. And we know how life is. It throws a whole bunch of shit at you. You don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen when I leave this door tonight, but you know, we just try and prepare ourselves as best we can. Just want to offer that out, show you guys a little positivity, a little motivation. Make sure you stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
That was a really nice thing. I was just sitting there thinking, since I was on a pussy tirade, you need to whip that pussy. Don't let that pussy whoop you. So that's what my thing is of getting ready. And if you guys thought I was talking about a woman's vagina earlier, I was talking about a cat. Okay, cats, they're called pussies. So don't give me your, woman fucking let me roar shit.
Well,
I am woman let me roar. I was talking about pussies next to a garbage can. It was pussies.
Speaking of roaring women, my mama, daddy, mama, baby, mama, daddy.
That's your baby mama, daddy. And
daddy, mama, baby. Miss Adverb, who has a kitty cat as her avatar here, slang some pipe on the corner. Don't leave all the heavy lifting to the ladies there. So, fellas, slang some dick out there if you got it like that.
Well, out of the two of us, I'm gonna leave that up to Pedro because Pedro's a smooth operator, like Sade said, and I've been out with Pedro, and he just walks up and he whispers something in the woman's ear, and then all of a sudden she hands him her car keys and gives him the title to the car. So I mean,
she was valet.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was just like, I'm about to leave.
Yeah, that's right. And then that's why she gave me the
those
keys.
are my keys. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I thought it was you said some cool shit to her. All right. Well, I made a mistake. I thought he was Mr. Smooth.
I said it's smooth. I was like, I gotta go.
I gotta go. I need my keys. And I was like, wow, man. I thought that was her keys. But I mean, people make mistakes. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe you are right. But I think financially being ready, mentally being ready. That's why. That's why I was never anti-therapy, but I was just like, what's that gonna help me? I still want to stab people in the forehead with a fork.
But now you have coping mechanisms.
Now I got coping methods where I go, don't have a fork. Just get one of those little sponge things on the end of the fork. So that way, if you do stab somebody in the head with a fork, or put a cork on the end of the fork, so if you do stab them in the forehead, it's not a full blast. It's a cork stab. Like
cork to fork.
Yeah. So now I've learned a lot. So I agree with you, but I think that the one thing people aren't ready for is when you have a relationship, or if you're something like that, no matter how ready you get, for some reason, if you're in a relationship with a man or you're in a relationship with a woman, you still can get absolutely fucked.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, no matter how ready, like, man, I'm ready. I know how to feel with my feelings and shit like that. And you get that one woman that'll end up some witchy woman that'll use her magic witchery to fuck your whole life up. And then you start any girl named Rachel for the rest of your life, you hate her, even if it's not the Rachel that hurt you. It's like, I don't like Rachels now. Like, fuck Rachels. But I'm Rachel Dawson. I don't give a fuck. I don't like Rachel.
Just like in Dawson's Creek too. So
fuck both of y'all. And you got to look at it this way too. Have you ever been in a relationship where you like, and the person cheated on you, and the person's name, anybody name that, you don't like them at first? That's how I feel.
That's it right there.
Yeah, I don't like like if your name is Jeff, got a problem with you.
Yeah, there you go.
Might have to throw hands, bro.
Lady Hazel May, good luck getting your house. Her kids got her locked out. It scares me now when black people be locked outside their own house. I'm like, oh girl, get home safe.
Get home. Yeah. Or the cops might take you in for trying to get in your own house. We saw that with the professor where he was at his own house, proved it was his house. They still handcuffed it. Skip Gates. Yeah. And said, look, nigga, we don't care. You're a nigger. You're a nigger on a porch. That's all we need. Investigation. Good. And case closed. Nigga on a porch. Yeah. So. Yeah.
All right, Shang and Dang.
All right, I'm gonna get this one. Mine is very, very gentle, inspiring,
loving message.
Hey, everybody. Hey, 1 little, 2 little, 3 little bitches. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little bitches, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little bitches, 10 little bitch Republican whores. I couldn't write the whole thing out, so I just abbreviated it. I only went to 4 little bitches. The Republicans are showing that they are the biggest bitches in the world. They cannot get their shit together in any way, shape, or form. They continue to show that they are not about doing stuff for the general public. They're doing stuff for Trumpty Dumpty. They still are up Trumpty Dumpty's ass. They're still on that, white supremacist fucking facts matter, not Black Lives Matter. They are absolutely on their Nazi. That's absolutely it. They're right there on their Nazi, and they still think Jews will not replace us. I'm letting you know right now, they proved by the fact that they voted against an investigation for January 6th. And now they're going even further with when they're trying to basically stop people of color from voting. Let's be real. And the fact that they're doing more and more dirt and letting some of these lies get bigger and bigger and bigger. And now they're even using it, saying that the Democrats are going to pay for the wall now. The Democrats, before it was the Mexico's going to pay for the wall. And the ex-president of the Mexico said, we're not paying for no stinking fucking wall. And so did he say, I don't know if he said it that way. I'm not paying for no stinking wall.
That's how he felt when he said that.
That's how he felt. And so it's like, and he's like, fuck us. Fuck you, Trump. But right now, the Republicans have shown they are not going to ever, ever, ever come over to the side of trying to do something for the American public. So we have to stop fucking reaching our hand out with this bipartisan bullshit that Manchin is saying. And Manchin keeps saying the same shit, Pedro. You know it. Well, you know what? We'll just work it out. But for some reason, and I just listened to this thing where AOC was on MSNBC. You see how I ran all those letters?
That's boom. A lot of letters, huh?
That's a lot of letters, man. Pick peppers.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm hitting them with the tongue twist. I'm trying to tell you right now, this is what's going on. AOC said something I thought that made sense. For some reason, he always has a problem when it's something about moving the agenda to make things better for people of color. Manchin does have a problem with that. And he also comes from an area where he doesn't see that. Where he reps is basically majority white. It's not a diverse place. West Virginia is not a diverse place. It is filled with a bunch of cracker-ass crackers that are crackalicious and want to stay crackalicious for the rest of their crackalicious-ass, bitch-ass life. So cold-blooded.
Like coal, C-O-A-L.
Like coal,
yeah.
Because they
coal, they it runs in the veins, and
they felt if we go to electric cars that they're going to start shooting everybody. So I want to let you know,
electricity is running off of coal, though. That's
it's just hilarious. They really think that, though. They really think that if we have electric cars, they'll never work again, and it's not true. So I want y'all to know we have to stop as Democrats. I'm a Democrat. I'm not a proud Democrat. I'm leaning more towards a progressive, but not an insane progressive. I think we got to lean more towards we got the majority, as slim as it is. We should get rid of the filibuster. We should not fucking wait and see if Manchin should, go along with us. And if Manchin doesn't go along, I think we should, sanction his ass, because he's already shown that he doesn't give a fuck about the big picture, which is voters' rights, fucking actually having police accountability, because that's all the things under the things that he's going against. It's not just voters, it's other shit too. And I think that we should just definitely get him out of the way, because he's a big fucking clog in the asshole of life. And now we can't take a proper shit on the people that have actually were the ones that rushed the fucking Capitol, which is the right wing Republican fucking Trump led bitches.
There you go,
1 little, 2 little, 3 little bitches, 4 little Republican whores.
Yes. Yes, beautiful message, especially when we got to the asshole of life and we can't shit the way we need to. It's that was it, brother. Yeah, no.
I worked on that.
I can see you been looking deep inside yourself. So
I know, and I can see some of the people in the comments. You understood me. You felt me. All right. So Savage AF, this is what we're gonna do this weekend. Before I bounce and Pedro bounce, I'm gonna be in Tucson, Arizona. I'm doing a show at the American Eat Company with a bunch of comics. I have no idea what the fuck their name is. I call them Namor. Apparently they're fighting Black Panther in the next film. But no, I don't know the other comics that are on the show, but it's American Eat Company. It's going to be at 9:00 in Tucson, Arizona. You can go to my Instagram and see the information. Also, Sunday I will be at Copper Blues, a CB Live, beautiful new comedy club ran by the Improv. Sunday night I'll be doing one show, 7 p.m. If you're in the Phoenix, Arizona area, please come out, get your laugh on. And I'm going to do an Army of the Dead swishy zombie joke that I really tightened up, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Get it, y'all. Savage AF, man. We will be back here on Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Be safe. Gin and juice, y'all. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. We'll be back, y'all.
No, I gotta find the thing.
We'll be right back at y'all. Don't even trip, y'all. You know
what? Monday.